Hello everyone, this is Edray1416 here with a video about Social Security versus private pension. Oh brother, I'm really going there today considering that Social Security has been part of American history since 1935 under Franklin Delano Roosevelt's New Deal program. I must warn you folks that I'm not going to be nice in this video because of the facts I'm going to present in regards to Social Security and how it contributed to a huge amount of debt that still affects us today. Before I get started, I want to say that I'm not doing this video to deliberately enrage the elderly people. I respect them for their contributions to society. I'm telling it like it is in hopes that they can rely on something better by the time they retire. Social Security, a program that was implemented by Franklin Delano Roosevelt on August 15, 1935. The purpose of this program was to originally provide supplemental income to elderly people that couldn't afford to retire due to the Great Depression. However, this program expanded toward helping disabled people too. This is how the modern welfare state began in America. And this came on the heels of gold being confiscated, which many old-timers retired with since gold was a sustainable form of wealth. With old people's savings dwindling due to losing their gold coins for fiat currency, prices also skyrocketed to a point where old people couldn't afford to eat much. Many old people that retired prior to 1933 were forced to go back to work. It was a terrible time in American history. But what did Social Security do for old people that did retire? Let's analyze what happened over the past 83 years since the existence of Social Security. According to this article, if you pay Social Security tax for 50 years or so that you worked, because most people start work at age 16, you will get 30% of what you paid. The average elderly recipient of Social Security gets paid $26,355 a year. Divide that by 12 months, they get $2,196.25 a month. But how much of that goes towards expenses? Bills, groceries, going to the doctor? Well, the average living expense for the elderly is nearly $3,000 a month from what I'm gathering. Doctors are very expensive and they have to have their medicine, which I think is bullcrap because medical doctors are exploiting elderly people for a profit. So AARP has reported that 3 million senior citizens are living below the poverty line. Whenever paychecks or Social Security checks go up, so do prices. What do you do in a situation like that? Either conform to getting a part-time job to supplement with Social Security, or do you consider options that can help create sustainable wealth even in retirement? Because when you spend Social Security money, you have to spend every single cent and document it for the Social Security Administration, otherwise they'll take whatever you have left and you lose money. So what option is there to create a sustainable retirement program? Private pension. The definition of pension is a type of retirement plan that provides monthly income. The difference between Social Security and private pension is that you have to pay taxes for Social Security, while with pension, you can drop whatever amount of money you want monthly until you're ready to retire. Some pension programs are risky, but can also make you far more money than Social Security can. Now, there are government pension programs such as fire department, police department, and public schools, but that comes at the expense of taxpayers. So where does private pension come from? This is where things get interesting, so sit down and pay attention to what I'm about to address. If you work at a private company that offers a pension plan, you drop a certain amount of money of whatever you want basically. For example, if you get a paycheck bi-monthly, meaning every 2 weeks, you consult your employer about a pension plan and tell them how much you want taken out of your check to put toward your pension plan. So let's analyze this carefully. Say you wanted to drop $100 a week in your pension plan and you get paid bi-monthly. $200 comes out of your paycheck for your pension. So let's do the math to see what you could get if you can work the same job for 50 years. $5,200 a year times 50 years equals $260,000 during a lifetime. Is that enough for an old person to live off of? Maybe not, but there are other options to make it possible. Now, I want to say this. Private pension ain't guaranteed to keep an elderly person from living off the streets. There are no guarantees, but it may help the elderly far more than Social Security can, as of the moment. Are there other private pension programs that could guarantee a good retirement? Well, it's risky, but I could talk about this. Investing in cryptocurrency. If you've watched Ghost of True Capitalist Radio or My Friend the Esoteric Entity, they talk about how valuable cryptocurrency is in the market and where to invest. The volatility in the market is bigger than gold and silver. Establishing a portfolio of any kind is essential here. If you think that making a lot of money on cryptocurrency and then liquidating it is not enough for a sustainable retirement, you could trade cryptocurrency for physical commodities like gold, silver, copper, and platinum. You can send questions to Esoteric Entity on Gab for that. Link will be in the description. I must tell you this, if you do decide to liquidate cryptocurrency or any commodity for cash, it is subject to a capital gains tax. Consult your local tax agent for further details. And the good old 401k can serve as a pension plan. So there are numerous pension plans you folks can take advantage of right now to have a sustainable retirement program. Personally, I think investing in cryptocurrency, then eventually trading for gold, silver, copper, and platinum would be a better option. Not only will you be able to retire wealthy, but you'll also have something to leave your kids and grandkids if you choose to be a mother or a father. The payouts are far bigger than Social Security. Let's face it, the government has taken more money out of Social Security than generations that forcefully paid for the program. Examples of government taking out Social Security? This article states that money left over from the Social Security program is loaned to the United States Treasury Department in the form of bonds. That means the government is giving away taxpayer dollars because the banks are broke. Go figure. So it's alright for the government to steal trillions in Social Security taxes from young workers, but when a non-government official does it, they go to prison for 10 years over $97,000? No wonder why America has become incredibly poor over the past 83 years since the inception of Social Security. This is exactly why I have emphasized before that President Donald Trump needs to abolish Social Security now. Let all the taxpayers get their money back so they can pay their bills, invest their money in a good pension program, etc. Social Security is not sustainable and is leading America into further poverty. I'm not bashing old people for using the program. I'm saying that we should try and educate the elderly on getting a better retirement program. Social Security has made elderly people's lives worse than when it didn't exist back then. So what would you folks rather have? A program in which you have to pay taxes on yearly just to get dribs and drabs when you retire? Or would you rather invest in a program that could pay you more as long as you pay attention to what's going on all the time? The choice is yours. Anyway, I'm Edray, and I'm out of here.